and look each other straight in the eye. The time has come for us to leave the past behind and hold on to love and all we have. I can't see myself with nobody else. You got my heart, girl, it's true. Wrap your heart around mine, let God lead the way, and we'll be back to find. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. I love you always. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. I love you always. Look at us now, we've come so far, never looking back. We moving mountains, glorious to see. Yeah, it all falls back to you and me, playing on a sunny day, smiling on a rainy day, with you by my side. This is real. Wrap your heart round mine, let God lead the way, and we'll be back to find. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. I love you always. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. Say that you love me, babe. I love you always. If love is the answer, who cares what the question is? I just wanna face my fears and put it all behind me. If love is the answer, who cares what the question is? I just wanna face my fears and put it all behind me. Say that you love me, baby. Say that you love me, baby. And I'll love you always, always, love you always.
Views expressed on shows are those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of the station, its management, or other advertisers. Use of these shows and all services provided therein are for personal use only. The Elevations Radio Network holds no responsibility for the validity or accuracy of information on these shows.
Hey fam, welcome to the Let's Be Real show with Greg Bam Reeves here on elevationsradio.com. I am your host, Greg Bam Reeves, along with the beautiful Bonita Rothman.
Hey, how are you?
Welcome to 2018.
Welcome. Happy New Year.
Right.
Happy New Year.
I'm excited. How was your holidays?
The holidays were great. Laid back. Didn't do much for Christmas, New Year's. I slept New Year's Eve. And this weather plays a part.
Okay, I'm going to get to that in a minute.
But no, it was cool. The holidays was laid back and it was cool.
Anything new, exciting happen?
During the holidays or since the New Year?
During the holidays. Well, since last time I seen you.
You know what?
I ain't seen you since last year.
I know. God, wait, since last year. Has anything new happened? Nothing per se new yet. I'm going to find out tomorrow.
Okay.
But no, nothing new except for just a new energy.
Okay.
There's a refreshed energy that I'm walking in with. Well, I do that every day, but you know, the New Year's always just
Right.
New Year, not New Year's.
Right,
and
right.
that's the thing too. People with the S. No.
Oh, these
S.
English teachers on Facebook are too much for me.
No, but how was yours? How was your
Mine
holiday?
was cool. I didn't do anything. I didn't have a drink on Christmas or New Year's.
I didn't have one
Which
for
is
New
amazing.
Year's.
Yeah, I basically stayed to myself, talked to my daughter, which is always a good thing. I did break up 2 fights at the bar.
Okay.
Women, both.
Not surprised.
I'm like, I'm not a security guard.
Right.
I'm the DJ. I'm not supposed to be doing this. But yeah, my holidays were cool. I enjoyed it. I did a lot of binge watching on Netflix.
Yeah, me too. And then, like I said, the weather. That's why I didn't want to go out for New Year's Eve.
Speaking of the weather, and I gotta say, I gotta give props to Clevelanders that did go out New Year's Eve. That's like, it reminded me of my younger days. We didn't care the weather. We was getting dressed. We was going out.
That's how I know I'm getting older.
Cleveland did it again this year. I've seen people posting pictures on IG and Facebook. They were putting on their furs and they was getting out there.
And it was less than
It was
5
3
degrees. And I couldn't do it. And there was a time I didn't care.
Yeah. And even though we're in Cleveland, we broadcast cross country and around the world. And I understand it's cold everywhere.
Yeah, you know.
It's people that left here, went south, and it's just as cold there.
Yeah, because even Florida was still a little. I got a friend now who's doing a race in Florida. He said it was 30 degrees in Orlando today. Even though I'll take 30 degrees, right? And it's crazy yesterday.
See, you will, but for them,
oh yeah, it's like
it feels the same way what we're going through here.
you know, it's crazy. My dad flew my mom down to Florida for one day, New Year's Day. She came
really?
back New Year's. Yeah, he's
good.
dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, she said it was crazy getting off the plane, and all I saw was palm trees, and I could see the grass.
Right.
She said, just weird. You go from 5 degrees to 70.
See, this is why I don't like air conditioning in the summer.
Me
like when
either.
it's 90 degrees. Once you're in that air conditioner, that 90 degrees feels like 100 when you get out of the air.
Yep.
So,
And I don't like
if I
air.
go down south during the winter, I'm gonna have to come back here, get off the plane to this. No.
Yeah.
But I had a lot of things I want to discuss since we've been gone so long. But I had to shorten my list down because I got a great guest I want to get to. 2 things that did happen since the last time we talked. I'm taking a chance on 2 business ventures,
That's what I was going to ask.
which
Anything new
I'll
for-
talk about in a little bit. But also, I want to give props to, I can't pronounce his first name. I don't want to butcher it. I know his last name is Dennis. He was the owner of Shea Moisture and recently bought Essence Magazine. So it is 100% black owned.
And I'm proud of
Ain't
that.
that great? And it was
I think
people-
it's amazing.
It was people that were mad that he sold Shea Moisture, but he's still president and CEO. So he's still getting paid from it, and he bought Essence.
And that's what I don't think some people knew, that he was still that he's still president.
Yeah.
I think some people think he just totally let it go.
Right. He did the same thing Robert Johnson did when he sold BET. Robert Johnson sold BET for $2.5 million, but he stayed on as president for 5 years
Right.
and kept his vice president. So, I mean, it's business, and that's what you got to do sometimes.
And there's nothing wrong with moving on to another adventure.
Right.
It's nothing. People think we have to stay where we're at, and I learned not to get too connected to anything.
And how can you be mad that Essence is 100% black owned?
It's like they totally disregarded that part.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, because Time Warner, that sale, Essence wasn't going to be a part of it.
right.
So it could have been him or no more Essence.
Right.
Maybe, you know.
Smart
But I'm
move.
glad he did.
I'm excited for that.
Now, I got to mention this real quick. I wasn't planning on this, but it just happened yesterday. The book Fire and Fury by Michael Wolff. I feel like this. Movie trailers don't show you, normally they don't show you the best parts of the movies. They show you just enough to entice you to want to see the movie.
Right.
So what I've heard so far from this book about that dude, I got to buy it. I haven't
I
bought.
just want to ask you, would you
haven't-
buy it?
I haven't bought a book in a long time. I got to have this one. 'Cause I'm
Yeah.
thinking it's some fire and
And
fury
fury.
up in that
And that's
book.
an interesting title, too.
Yeah.
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 So, I wouldn't mind reading it. And like
Yeah,
I said,
I
I
think it's
just
gonna be-
got previewed to it as I was watching CNN before coming in here.
Yeah, I was
And they
about
were
to
talking
say,
about it. So,
If you don't know about Fire and Fury by Michael Wolff, turn on CNN for
They're
about
talking
10
about it.
minutes. Just
They're
10
talking
minutes.
about it.
And you get
Yep.
the gist of the whole book. Now, real quick, I don't want to keep my guests holding on too long, But I got to mention this rant I heard by Umar Johnson, Dr. Umar Johnson. I don't know if I'm still supposed to use doctor. Like, technically, I guess he's still a doctor. Okay. Yeah. No, because there was some controversy about his license.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, so he went on this rap about gangster rappers. And he was dogging them. He was calling them punks and this, that, and the other, and how they glorify violence and disrespecting women and all that stuff. And he was like, what would impress him? Well, let me tell you my take on that first. That's what gangster rap is. If you're not doing that, then it's not gangster rap. That's the problem with that rant. I agree with him about because I don't listen to gangster rap. I play it because I don't have a choice. That's what they want to hear. But if you're not doing that, it's not gangster rap. It's just rap.
It's interesting. You caught me in thought because right. I'm thinking, is there any way? Okay.
Name a gangster rap song that doesn't do that.
And what we call that music today is ratchet music.
Right. Yeah.
So, but I guess. Yeah.
So
basically, and back in the day, which I grew up on was hip hop.
Right.
Which you still had some demeaning. You still heard some, but today, it's just ridiculous. Well, I mean, these gangsters. I guess, do you have to be demeaning and minimizing, or
if it's not gangster rap.
It's not gangster rap. Then it's just rap.
Because everybody widely considers Dope Man by NWA the first gangster rap song.
Right.
Me personally, I think is 9mm by Boogie Down Productions. Right. That was the first time I heard a song talking about their guns.
Right.
But if you listen to Dope Man, it's talking about dope, it's demeaning women, it's violent, all that. That's where they coined the phrase gangster rap. So if you're not doing that, it's not gangster rap. But the point he made that I did like, he said, what would impress him if all these gangster rappers, and not just gangster rappers, but athletes and any black people that got money, pool some money together and let's open up some banks and some credit unions.
Oh, most definitely.
That's one thing I want to do so bad, open up a credit union.
Well, yeah, black-owned credit unions. Yeah. But to me, that's just what Jay-Z did. It's like he took his gangster rap, and he turned it into, okay, now let's do something positive.
And I give props to Jay-Z because his last album wasn't gangster rap.
And actually, that was a whole different type of album. He was telling the story with that album.
Yeah, I mean, but he used gangster rap to get to the point where he could do that.
Right.
And I don't think that's the goal of a lot of gangster rappers. I look at what Ice Cube is now.
Right.
He's so far removed from gangster rap, even though he still do that from time to time. But he's not really known for that no more.
I guess it's the times that we're growing up in now. It's like, how do you get these younger men to even transform into that? With Jay-Z or Diddy or Cube, can you even get them to transform into that?
Yeah.
Because we have so much positive rap at the same time.
But nobody want to hear it.
And we have so much conscious rap.
Yeah.
And,
and nobody wants to hear it.
I still do.
Well, yeah, some of us do. But I'm saying.
But now they're going with what? Supply and demand.
Yeah.
And that's what people want.
Yep. So, with that being said, I got some other stuff. We're going to hold on to that. I'm so excited about my guest. As a matter of fact, on my very first Let's Be Real show, she was a caller. And her call was so impressive. I said, I got to have her back as a guest. And my focus for January, my focus for 2018 is all about finances, being financially literate, raising credit scores, and just really diving into our finance as a people. Like I said, I really would love to open a credit union. But anyway, this guest is, I guess I can call her expert on finances. But she's the executive vice president of myEcon. Welcome, Pam Sam. Pam?
Hi.
Hey there.
Hey, how are you?
I am doing absolutely fantastic. I happen to be in Houston, Texas, and it is cold in Houston.
What's the temperature there?
What's your code?
Cold. And at nighttime, it's hard freeze at like 28,
Wow.
like 24. During the day, today it was 51, 52. That's
wow.
Now, they said it was cold down south. Yeah, they said it was cold.
Texas and 28, that don't even sound right.
That don't even sound right, but I'll take the 50.
Wow. So, I'm glad to have you back. Like I said, I got major responses from when you were a caller on the show. So, I want to invite you back and give you a little more time. Tell us a little about yourself and about myEcon.
Okay. Well, I am a financial activist, and I was that before I found myEcon. I wrote a book about it, and the owner read my book. I was very impressed that a multimillionaire would read my book, and I thought, why should I try to reinvent this wheel when he has spent a lot of money to give us the infrastructure of what we need to be able to do what we're going to do, and that is mass success.
Now, you're talking about Ivy Stokes, right?
Huh?
I said, you're talking about Ivy Stokes?
Yes,
the founder?
Ivy Stokes.
Okay.
He remembers where he came from. He'll tell you, I grew up in a house in Georgia with a tin roof that leaked.
Wow.
He became a multi-million-dollar investor, and he realized it's mass success. That's the only thing we haven't done.
Right.
We've been like owners of Essence, owners of this, presidents of banks, but we've never brought everyone mass success.
Right.
Like the Orientals have done. So that's what we have to do.
Definitely.
And that's our mission.
So tell us a little bit about myEcon, which I have to let everybody know I am now in myEcon.
Well, myEcon is a 13-year-old debt-free company. It's a technology company based out of Atlanta, Georgia. It is listed with the BBB in Atlanta with an A+ rating.
Okay.
So that alone is fantastic. There's over 80,000 members across the country, and our goal is to spread financial literacy with the tools and the mentoring that's needed so that we can create generational wealth. I heard you earlier talking about how a black man sold a certain company, and a lot of times when you sell companies, you have to sell to someone else.
Right.
And the only reason why is that we do not have enough black millionaires and billionaires.
Right.
So that's what myEcon is doing. We're making millionaires out of people's own economy. One of my favorite stories is one lady who came to myEcon because she owed the IRS $3,000, and she did not have the money to do that. Fast forward 20 years later, she's a multimillionaire. And she did it with her own money, not super recruiting or sales. It was money management and learning how to invest.
I was about to.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I was about to get to that. I watched a YouTube video with Ivy Stokes, and what really sold me was when he said, even if you don't recruit one person, you still gonna make money by being smarter with your own. I was like, that makes so much sense. It's a simple concept, but it made a lot of sense.
What differentiates us, now we do distribute the information by network marketing.
Right.
When people hear that, they get all scared. Oh, network marketing, I'm going to be out a lot of money, and it's a pyramid, and people at the top make the most money and all those other things.
Right.
Where myEcon is so totally different in the structure on how he set it up. We have 5 income streams, and 4 of them, only you get paid. Only you get paid.
Okay.
Nobody. Yes.
That's great.
The company doesn't get paid, and no other person, just you. So that's fantastic on empowering people. That's the most important thing, empowering people.
Okay. Well, it is tax time, so I want to ask you a couple of tax-related questions. Now, I know about the second page on W-4, but can you explain a little bit of that to the people?
Okay. That's where a lot of your wealth is. They don't tell you about it. The companies that you work for, they give you the first page, and when you ask them, well, what number should I put on here? I'll put a 1 or a 0 or something like that. They're really not by law supposed to advise you or tell you anything on what to put on that W-4. Mm-hmm. But the second page, that's where the real magic happens on line 4. By having a home-based business, you have access to over 400 more tax deductions and maneuvers that you can do where just someone that's just working, they don't have.
Right.
Like when you just have a job, you can't employ your children for up to $6,300 each a year, and you can reduce. So if you have 3 children,
right,
times $6,300 each, that's $20,000. You're going to be able to lower your taxable income.
Right.
And this is coming very in handy. What's happening now, they're going to make it to where people that live in states where they take state taxes, income tax, the federal government is just going to allow $10,000, and after that, they're going to tax everything.
Wow.
So those states, California, Oklahoma, New York, they're going to be paying more taxes.
Wow.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, I watched a video, a financial advisor, and he was talking about the new, whatever, tax cuts. This new bill that just passed. But now he was saying people are going to find out it benefits the network marketers, people that own their own business. He said if you don't have one, you're giving away money. If you're only working, you're giving away money.
Oh, yeah.
So,
well, what we do is we give people an online home-based business.
Right.
So it's turnkey. You just turn that key and you are in business.
Right.
Now, we help you with the strategies, and then we help you attempt to do business.
Okay.
That's what's required to get those thousands of dollars worth of tax deductions. If you ever get audited, you have to prove that you're attempting to do business. You don't have a hobby.
Right. Okay. Now, is it any advice you can give people filing this year? Because I know the W-4, that's over the course of a year, but like people that are filing now, since tax time is like 2-3 weeks away.
Right. People that are filing now, the 12 months has already happened. That's why we say when you're not in myEcon, you're losing $20 a day.
Wow.
When you're not in it. So get in as soon as you hear about it, and then you can start saving the money that you've lost. Some people think what we're talking about is money that you're going to get at the end of the year. Like, say you paid in $10,000, and then at the end of the year you get back $3,000, and we help you change your W-4 so you get your money every month, and they think that that's the $3,000. No, we're after that $7,000 that people are leaving on the table because they don't know their rights.
Right.
They don't know the tax codes.
So, okay, say fast forward January 2019, and you've changed your W-4. That means you don't owe them and they don't owe you, right? You're not getting a refund. But you've gotten more on your checks.
Right. You got more of the money you were leaving on the table for them because you didn't have the proper deductions being just an employee. And that's what's so screwy, what's happening. It was the school teachers could take off when they bought supplies for the classroom. They can't do that anymore.
Right, yeah, I remember hearing that,
Yeah, but in myEcon or with a home-based business, you can get those expenses out because that's part of your business.
Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. It's off of the taxes. Can I ask a question, Pam? Now, this is something a friend and I was talking about, and if you have an opinion on it, the cryptocurrency, which I've been watching and listening to a lot about, obviously the Bitcoin and other options. What's your opinion on that? Those who are investing in the cryptocurrency.
Right. At myEcon, we teach investment terminology and strategy. Mm-hmm. So if you have a lot of money to invest, then yes, you can invest it on speculative ventures. You just don't put all your eggs in one basket, because that is, speculation on what's going to happen with the crypto. But no, we have no problem with that. We just want to make sure that people have the money to do that you're not doing your house money or your car money with that you have that extra money to play.
Okay.
So myEcon doesn't give you advice on what to invest in, does it?
No, not really. No, not really. Because there's people want to do real estate. People want to buy franchises.
Right.
People want to buy various business. You're right. We just want to make sure you have the money and you know how to manage the money. Now, Greg, I before I forget, I really want to talk to the people that are in blended families.
Okay.
Meaning that you married a man who's paying child support. Mm-hmm. And a lot of that money's going out. And now with the taxes getting all ugly, where a lot of the home and other things you won't be able to take off, myEcon is the place to be. Because we will show you exactly how you can put that child support that you're doing, you can blend it into your business to where the government is going to be helping you pay child support.
Wow.
And you'll have more money at home in that second family.
Wow. Yeah, I gotta get on that part. I've told my audience before I'm paying child support for my daughter that passed away back in 2003, and I haven't got an income tax check since I don't even know when. But so yeah, I definitely got to get on top of that. Can you tell us about some of the other products from myEcon?
Well, we have a lot of fantastic benefits for our membership. One of the great benefits is that you can have your taxes done by a company called Tax Hotline. They do our taxes for free, back taxes for free, consult for free, with $1 million liability policy that if they tell us anything wrong, is good for $1 million. Wow. So not many people have that kind of backup. We also have identity theft protection. What LifeLock will charge $29.95, it's included in our package. And our Smart Money Kit that helps you keep your credit scores up.
Okay.
And we empower you with that information to know what to do. You can do it yourself. You can. Right.
Now, I know that, I can't remember the name of it. Is it an online shopping mall where you can get cash back?
Yeah, the free cashback mall. myEcon doesn't have a third party. We own that mall.
Right.
We have contracts with Walmart, Priceline, Sam's Club, Walgreens, Groupon, Fandango. We have contracts with thousands of companies. So people get cash back. And you can give that mall to someone free. They'll get the cash back, and you get commissions.
Now, that was something else that sold me, because there's a lot of places that offer, like, cash back, but a lot of the companies I don't frequent or use. But the cashback mall with myEcon is several that I can definitely give me some cash back.
So basically, once you shop at these stores, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And it has one other feature that once one smart person or a few smart people really realize how powerful it is. In our community, 1.2 trillion more dollars go through our community. With the cashback mall, when someone has it, you have the ability to give it to someone else. Now, you got it for free.
Right.
You can give it to someone else for free, and you'll get 10% of whatever the cashback they get back.
Wow.
And then they can give it to someone else, and they get 10%, and so on to infinity.
Right.
So we can get back a lot of that 1.2 trillion, and it goes back to each individual home on it. So say, for instance, you got a nonprofit, and you distribute that that you got for free, that mall. You say, okay, here you all some malls, and that nonprofit will get 10% of whatever someone gets back.
Wow.
And that can go on and on and on. And once somebody really that has the power and the reach to really get this going, it is going to get a lot of that $1.1 trillion back in our households.
That's right. Well, I'm glad I became a part of it. I'm looking forward to
And that's what I was going to say.
more.
How does one join?
Well, you can go to Greg Reeves. No, I was going to ask you to mention your website, Pam.
No. GregReeves.myEcon.net, and you can join on that site. And now's a good time to join because we're running a holiday special. This is of such a great value, but Mr. Stokes, over 30 years ago, he started his business with $10. So every year he makes it to where people can get in for a small amount. For $10, $9.95.
Right. Yeah.
You can get into myEcon and see the software that we have that's just phenomenal on keeping good records. And another software, Greg, I'm going to make sure you're familiar with, is the cash flow strategist, to where you can do a plan for your future. People don't plan.
Yeah, I watched that video.
You want to stop working.
Yeah.
You want to stop working at 60 years old or 65, and you want to make, you got to put in for inflation, maybe want to make $6,000 a month. You put that in, you put down what you're putting toward it now, you put down your bills, you press a button, and then it'll tell you what you have to do every month to get to there.
Yeah.
And this is where financial planners, they lead. They say, when you come up with the money, call us.
Right.
But that's when myEcon goes to work. And we help people come up with those numbers.
Yeah, I watched that video and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get on there. Because, I mean, it really, really like breaks it down. Like you set a goal for a certain amount 5 years from now. It tells you exactly what you got to do to get to that amount.
Right.
And just plugging in numbers. That's it.
Yeah. And on how to get out of debt quicker. Yeah. And it does all this. Now, a financial planner will charge you anywhere from $700 to $3,000 to do this one time. But we have access to it 24/7. And the beautiful thing about myEcon, guess who really pays for you to be in myEcon?
Who?
The government.
Love it. I knew the answer. I just wanted to hear you say it.
The government pays. It's $34.95 a month, and you take that $34.95 out of your taxes that you're going to give to them. You take it out.
Right. Love it.
So they're paying. So they're going to pay for you to get your credit clean and your scores up. They're going to pay for you to get an emergency fund of 6 months, 1 year. So if they lay you off your job, you can say, well, I'll think about getting a job after I come off my cruise. The government
and speaking
is
of
going
cruise,
to help you do that on it for you to start investing. So when opportunity knocks, you can answer. A franchise come up and you need $100,000. I got $100,000.
Right.
I can get into that franchise.
There you go.
So, yeah, that's what we are doing and showing people you can do it. You can do it. And we just don't tell you, we show you the law.
Right.
You're not going to be working on just our work. Now, some people tell me, well, my financial planner or my tax preparer or my... The statistics show, 2013 U.S. statistics, that showed how much money people had in the bank, what age they were retiring. It shows that 95% of the people are not ready to stop working. 95%. So what are your odds of having enough money to retire? A lot of people don't know they don't have enough money. One executive I know, he has like $250,000, and he thinks that's a lot of money to retire on. No, it's not.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Well, I thank you so much for being on the show.
Yeah.
I got to take a quick break, but one more time, give them your email. I'll give them mine again later, but I want you to give them yours.
Well, if they're on Facebook, they can find me at Pam Sam. That is my real name.
Right.
And Pam Sam. And I prefer if you give them your contact information to contact you. And then you, in turn, can send this fantastic video with Brian Beam that explains income shifting and handle objections. I just love it. Love it, love it. So if they contact you all on the show, and then you can send them that information, it will blow their minds on how much we were not educated.
And, I, to be honest, I really like all the videos I've seen on YouTube on myEcon. I mean, everything sounds so simple. It's not as complicated as I first thought. Because, you mentioned financial and economics, and people automatically turn off. They're like, I don't know nothing about that, and don't want to know. But I think it's time that we start wanting to know and teaching our children. So it's important.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. We need that generational wealth so that we can help our children.
Right.
A lot of the other people, their parents are buying them homes or putting the down payment on homes or paying for their school or all of that real nice stuff, where we end up with a lot of loans, student loans.
Right.
Oh, that's a whole different topic.
Yeah. Yeah.
But over $1 trillion in student, well over that. Is owed.
Yeah. I think I owe about $1 billion.
Yeah, we've been bamboozled, lied to, and cheated. And this is the way where you're in a community, an environment of people that are showing you the way to get out legally, ethically, and morally. Right. To get out of the mess that you're in.
All right. Thank you so much again.
A lot of good information.
And, I'll be in touch.
Okay, well, I want to hear from you all. I do hold webinars on, it's going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday nights that I hold webinars.
Okay.
On Tuesdays and Thursdays, I teach people how to talk to people.
Okay.
So they're not selling myEcon. You're piquing someone's interest, and then you're passing it, and then do a three-way call. I'm teaching people where everyone can at least get 3 people. If everybody just get 3 people, then you'll be getting monthly incomes coming in. So that's my goal, is for everyone, even if you're not a super recruiter, to be able to have a few people and then learn the other 4 strategies so that you'll have a lot of more money in emergency funds and house paid off in 5 years, cars paid off in 10 months.
There you go.
We're doing it. You're doing
That's
it.
a beautiful thing.
Yes. Thank you so much, Pam Sam from BAM. I couldn't wait to say that. And I will talk to you soon.
Pleasure meeting you.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
All right, folks, we're going to take a quick break, listen to a couple songs, and we'll be right back.
This is Robin Hill, host of myEcon Conversation.
You're listening to Elevations Radio, your station for uplifting lifestyle and wellness talk radio.
Life is too short to be trying to play some games. All I really want is to be happy. All I really want is to be happy. Here we go. How can I love somebody else if I can't love myself enough to know when it's time to let go? We'll say all I really want. Help me sing is to be happy. Oh, help me sing, help me sing it. All I really want. Help me sing is to be happy. I ask for a sign from the Lord above. I know the answer is in front of me, but when you're in love, you only see what you want to see. And all I see is me for you and you for me. Oh, I cannot hide the way you I don't know why. I don't know why, but every day I wanna cry. If I give you one more try, to these rules would you abide? And if I bring anything to you, would it make everything alright? be trying to play some game. Find another one that's mine. It'll be so sweet. Life is too short to be trying to play some game. Life is too short to be trying to play some games.
Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. That was Be Happy by Gwendolyn Collins. Welcome back to the Let's Be Real show. You know, I got to apologize to you all because I didn't tell you that the phone lines were open at 440-252-0518 because Pam Sam put out a lot of really good information.
Yes.
And I should have, you know, let you all call in and ask her questions. But, well, you know, you can still contact me and with your questions, I'll give them to her and we'll come back and answer them at some point. But again, Be Happy by Gwendolyn Collins. I'm telling you, if you don't listen to Elevations Radio, you need to start because it is some great music here that you won't hear anywhere else.
That was nice.
Yeah. Okay, so next time, I really wasn't finished with the Omar Johnson thing, but I'm gonna let that go. I got a beef with the black lady. I can't believe that y'all actually own this right now. They're talking about boycotting Black Panther because Michael B. Jordan is dating a Latino woman. For
First of all, she's a minority.
I mean, for me, that's the most ridiculous reason to boycott a movie I've ever heard of.
You know, sadly, it doesn't surprise me. Mm-hmm. As a black woman, we see that, you know, when we see a producer, a director, whoever, you know, you have a movie like this, you want to see him or her show up with a black mate by their side. And it's ignorant, actually.
Yeah.
It's still ignorant. But that's what you want to see.
But this is a movie set in Africa celebrating a black superhero. And Michael B. Jordan is the villain. I don't know if y'all knew that. He's the villain in this movie. So you're boycotting his real life. Now, let me tell you this. A lot of you still love Best Man. And Best Man, what was the second one? Christmas? Wedding? Whatever.
Yeah.
The Best Man 2. And then this thing came out that showed every man in there was dating a white woman. You got mad afterward.
But see, that was after the fact.
Yeah, you still watch it. Still watch that movie because it's a good movie.
But
you know
I guess with
I'm
Black
telling you
Panther,
this-
that's speaking a whole nother story than Best Man.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I understand it. Like I said, I don't agree with it, but I understand. First of all, she's Latino. I mean, she's minority.
Exactly.
That's number one. That's what I would say.
Yeah.
Now, I could see if they, you know, he's showing up with a white woman. I can
Right.
actually understand that.
I'm just, you know.
But women are fed up. Black women are fed up. That's
I
all it
get
is.
that, yeah.
Emotions.
I get that.
These are
I
all
understand.
emotions.
I'm just saying, like, I'm a fan of basketball, football, baseball. I don't really care who they married to. Hit a home run. Hit that jump shot.
You're not you won't. We do, and I'm guilty.
well,
I'm guilty.
Okay, I'll flip it. I'm a black man. I don't care who the black female athlete, actress, singer that I admire is dating or married to.
Now, I've heard a lot of black men have an issue with seeing black women with white men because
Yeah.
so it's the actually same thing.
It is.
Serena Williams and her husband.
But they don't boycott them.
They don't, but it's a different because we feel like it's such, you know, it's not too many black men left out here anyway. Y'all don't have that. Y'all don't feel that way as far as black women. It's what? To every black man is about 3 to 5 black women?
Well, let me say this. We talked about this on a previous show. We were talking about interracial couples in the commercials. And yes, a lot of black men have a problem with only seeing black women, white men.
Right.
There's hardly any commercials where there's a black man and a white woman.
Right.
So I can't sit up here and say it's not in us.
Right.
This is not in me. I don't really care.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, we got a problem with it. But I'm saying, I think, and let me take the joking part out of this because I was really halfway joking. This really shows to me how hurt black women are right
And
now.
that's what it's the emotions. We are hurt.
Yeah.
We're hurt.
And I can't sit up here and apologize for all black men.
Because we feel like some of these, and I can't speak on that because that's a Latino, but you see some, especially like in, say, baseball, highest paid sport. What these white women even get with these black men in basketball, if they weren't making that money. When we were there when you had nothing.
Yeah.
So that's when we're hurt, because it's like these women, even their families, these families wouldn't even accept these black men in their home if they weren't making the millions they was making.
But then I'll go to this too. Oh, wait a minute first. Since you mentioned baseball, I've seen this picture of Sammy Sosa. I don't know if you all know who Sammy Sosa is. This dude used to be a black Hispanic man.
Right. He used to be.
Now he's a white Jewish dude.
Yeah.
He even got straight hair with the comb over. What is wrong with you? You and Lil Kim. Okay. Don't even get me started. But yeah, I'm just
sad.
I saw that picture today. I'm like, this cannot be Sammy
even look
Sosa.
like it. Yeah.
But that and my producer, she's the mental health therapist. But to me, that shows a lot of like self-hate.
To me, it is self-hate. I look at it like Lil Kim. That's self-hate. I mean, it's one thing to enhance something.
Yeah.
But y'all became somebody else.
Right. Totally different people.
Hate to say it, Michael Jackson. When you become somebody else, it's like you truly was not happy at all with the person that you were.
Michael definitely went too far, but he was so talented, people overlooked it.
So, it is a form of self-hate.
Yeah, that's sad. But we got to, I don't know what the answer is. I mean, we got to figure something out. I know it hurts me when my daughter talks about the treatment she get from being darker complected.
Been there.
And my daughter is absolutely gorgeous to me. I say that on every show. I got to stop that. She don't even listen to the show. I'm pumping her up. She don't even listen to the show.
But somebody else may hear it, though.
Yeah, that's
somebody
true.
else may hear it.
I posted a video on my Facebook page. This girl was talking about being dark-skinned, how people felt they were ugly. And I'm like, I don't get it.
I mean, I attest to it. Growing up, I did not want to be dark-skinned, but I had no choice, and then it took years to embrace it.
Yeah.
Because society didn't teach me it was okay.
We got a lot of issues in our community, not just with skin color, but I mean, we got a problem with everything that we do.
And that's where this boycott comes in, because I understand it, because we want these black men to embrace us. But as we feel like you have to go over here, when it's like, what's wrong with us? Is the lighter complexion better?
Right.
That's how I mean, I don't feel that way anymore.
But. I think the problem I had is you're putting the whole movie aside to focus on this one actor in the movie. And he's not even a star of the movie.
Right. We're losing the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
and we know how Hollywood is, and we need to always go to the theaters and open nights so we can keep getting more black movies out there.
Right.
So you boycotting is hurting us.
I think the people who, if they choose to, I don't think it's going to even be that, it's going to be much of an impact. I really don't. I think that's such the minority. So
phone lines are open at 440-252-051. No, wait a minute, 0518. What did I just say? 440-252-0518. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little hyped right now because we talk about boycotting the movie, and I'm thinking about this dumb 0-16 parade. For those of you who don't know about that, some people in my fair city have decided to get licenses and all this stuff to hold a parade for the Cleveland Browns going 0-16.
Now, I've been hearing about this.
Yeah.
They talking about it, but is it going to really happen?
Yeah. I mean, the dude got the permits and everything.
And the purpose is just to, because
the purpose is to embarrass ownership. That's what he said. He said he want to send a message to ownership how embarrassing this is. I mean, how we're fed up with being so bad, and kind of like slap him in the face, like, get your stuff together and get us a better team.
And I don't think the parade is going to make that point.
No.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think it's going to make that point.
People ask me, are you going? I'm like, is your mama going?
No, I saw that. I saw you did post it. I'm like, he's going on a rant these days. He's having too many snow days. He's been going on a rant lately.
No, but I think it's like the dumbest idea ever.
I think it's the most stupidest idea.
And especially, not even to mention the weather.
I'm going to say, who's going to come out?
Man, I was about to say something. I can't even say that on the show. But there are some people that's going to go out.
I mean, let me say this. I know because I love the Browns, but no, I wouldn't go out for that. I mean, it's not going to prove a point.
I think last year it was a joke when we were 1-15 and they were talking about us going 0-16. I think it was a joke, and then somebody said, "No, if they go 0-16, we're gonna do this."
Yeah, they've been talking.
And they got enough people drunk at the bar to go in with them and say, "Yeah, let's do that." That's just.
I think it's stupid.
Sorry, I won't be there. I don't want to hear about it, read about it, nothing. I hope we get a big gust of Arctic wind that just blow them right into the lake. But yeah, that's kind of goofy.
So the video.
Yeah, the video. I'm trying to figure out how to talk about this video. There's a video going around that I wasn't going to watch it because it looked just the, what do you call them little thing, thumbnail? Looked like it was going to be like goofy.
See, I'm not on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm not interested in seeing this. So I kept scrolling past. So many people were sharing it. I'm talking about whether I was on Facebook, IG. I'm like, okay, I'm going to break down and going to watch it. For those of you who hadn't seen it, there's a woman who's testifying in church. And the guy's holding a mic, and she's talking about how her past life, how she was a sinner and backslider and prostitute and drug addict. But then she mentioned licking private parts. And they snatched the mic away from her so fast. It wasn't funny, but I can't stop laughing.
It was funny. It was funny because it was so much truth and sincerity at that moment. And it wasn't what was funny is her response. That's because she turned around like, well, what's wrong?
It was so many funny parts to it.
In his
First of all, when she said that.
That's
that
number
was
one.
Funny. And then the way the guy was slowly pulling the mic down like he knew it was coming. And then when she said it, he just walked right away.
And then lastly, we're going to pray for her.
Right.
Keep her on the prayer.
Anybody else like that? Y'all dead wrong.
That was the best.
Expose it. And she's just standing there like, what?
What I do wrong? This was testifying moment.
Oh, my goodness.
Best video.
People, go ahead and watch it.
Excellent.
It's not nobody getting killed and like that. It's just funny on a lot of levels. I'm sorry, it's funny.
That's funny.
I didn't want to get this man any publicity, but I see a lot of people keep posting his videos. It's a guy called a cursing preacher, and I'm not going to say his name, but there's a lot of videos going around here with him, and he's a preacher that curses. And a lot of people are like, well, he tell the real. Yeah, if he was on the street, he telling the real. At the pulpit,
no,
that ain't cool.
I haven't seen it.
And I'm really, being a Christian, it bothers me. It really does. Especially when he threatened a woman. I mean, he physically said, I'm going to beat your behind because she's gay. And she basically said something to the effect maybe you gay. And that's when he threatened her.
This one on social media?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Like I said, I didn't want to get this man no publicity, but since we were talking about the church and all that, it just came to my mind, and I don't suggest you watch him. Watch the woman that licked body parts. Okay, now, this is, okay. So on the way here to the studio, and I've been hearing it for a while, they're talking on the radio about Anita Baker's farewell tour. Ain't she been gone?
She hasn't totally left the scene yet.
I ain't seen Anita Baker. It's been a good 10 years.
She's had a few little lightweight concerts. She I get in her mind, she has not.
She was in Atlanta.
Yeah, I know she's had concerts.
Okay, but
so she's still on the scene.
R. Kelly could do a farewell tour.
He could, yes.
Mary J. Blige
can do a farewell
tour. I even get Toni Braxton.
Because yes,
you could do a farewell. Anita
Baker.
I forgot about you.
I did until I heard that she was performing somewhere. I'm like, well, I didn't think she still performed.
Anita Baker is like, to me, it's like when New Edition got back together and did a tour. You're like from my 90s past.
Yeah.
I still love you. Don't get
I
me
love
wrong.
Anita Baker.
You're beautiful. You can sing and all that, but a farewell tour,
I guess it's like New Edition come back to do a farewell tour.
that's like, I told my wife I'm going to get a pack of cigarettes
Right.
15 years ago. And then I come back and say, baby, I'm about to leave you.
Right.
And she's like, didn't
You already
love me? I'm sorry,
I guess she
Anita.
feel like
I
she-
love you, Anita. I'm so sorry. I'm just saying, I don't think you in the farewell tour category. What you gonna sing?
All
That
her
first
hits.
album?
The greatest hits. You did the greatest
The
hits.
second album, I don't remember a hit off of that one.
Oh, yeah.
Was that the second
That was
album?
Was that the second one? That's the latest one. And that's the last one I remember.
Well,
No.
I'm sorry. I'm upset at my producer. Don't get me wrong, people. I love Anita Baker.
Yeah, but
I
you're done.
do.
Yeah, you're done.
But I'm just saying,
Yeah,
I don't.
she's done.
You've been going 10 years. How you doing a
done.
farewell tour? That should have been like 8 years ago.
She's trying to get the last few dollars.
Yeah.
The last few dollars.
Well, I did hear
That's
like
it.
her husband, I guess, that she had an issue. I don't know. I guess he stole some money or something. Or
Oh,
yeah. Mary J. Blige, that dude.
yeah.
What is wrong with? You know,
That's another thing.
and this is another person. I can't wait for they to do a movie on her life.
Who married?
Mary
I love
had
Mary.
to have one of the most interesting lives I've ever heard of.
She keep coming with the best
I
stories.
was so happy when her and KC were together because it was like my two favorite singers at the time. Until I heard about how he was treating her.
Yeah.
Like, man, that's crazy. And then she had her bout with the drugs. I remember seeing her on Saturday Night Live, and she sounded like me after smoking a pack of cigarettes. I'm like, God, you went on live TV like that? And then she bounced back. And, I mean, bounced all the way back.
Yeah.
Married this dude. Now he
Yeah, because he acting like a
yeah.
I mean,
he's saying his sickness or whatever he's going through right now is because of her.
well, it's not even so much that when you divorced, you wanted this money. Then you came back asking for even more money.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't get you a job and take care of yourself, I mean, it's just leave.
And as a man, I don't think
As a
she should have had to
man.
pay him nothing in the first place.
You know, my dad and I, we did have a discussion with that as far as, should a woman pay? I mean, because if he was used to a certain lifestyle, but my issue is him as a man.
Yeah.
It's one thing what the courts may say, but it's you as a man.
Right.
I mean, when is enough is enough?
That's kind of like, what was that dude's name? Kevin Federer or something? Federline? Yeah, that Britney Spears.
Right.
When she had to pay him child support for theirs. Now, granted, Britney was doing some dumb stuff. So
Right, yeah,
She didn't need custody of them children. But
Right.
these dudes just capitalizing off of these more talented and
Successful women.
successful
Yes,
women. It's
yeah.
just sickening to me.
Like you said, that's a woman move there.
Yeah.
It
I,
is.
I wouldn't be trying to leave her no way. Let me get Mary J. Blige on my team. Baby, I ain't going nowhere.
Well,
I just want to be on the album cover. Just in the background with my arms folded, some sunglasses on. Yeah, but okay, we gotta go. I'm really happy. I'm excited for Elevations Radio in 2018.
I'm excited.
We got a lot of stuff planned.
Can we bring back the poem?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yes. Okay, good.
I actually had one for today and I forgot it.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna do that too. We're gonna
Okay.
bring back the poem. I don't know if I said this earlier, but I wanted January to be the financial month. Most of my guests is gonna have something to do with finances because we got to get financially literate. We got to teach our kids. We got to do better, and we need each other. We can't keep I got mine, you get yours type attitudes. We got to support our businesses. So much of our dollars go outside of our communities, and then we wonder why our communities are the way they are. So I want to spend January talking about finances and see what we can do. But that's it.
All right. Welcome. January. Happy New Year.
As I always say, develop a hunger for knowledge and feed it. Pick up a book and read it. Set a goal and see it through. And always, always believe in you. Love and peace, fam.
Peace out.
Just wanna let go in the party, see somebody that you wanna dance with. Now all we need is some good music that we can stay